Greetings, dear Pisces, to all of my sun, moon, and rising sign Pisces. This is your new moon message for this new moon that we are experiencing in the sign of Sagittarius at the beginning of December. And so, real quickly, when the moon is new in the sign of Sagittarius, it marks a new beginning for creating personal freedom and your ideas about what personal freedom means to you, how you want to grow and expand, and the direction that you may want to go next in life and ways you want to explore and things you want to experience. And so, dear Pisces, this new moon wisdom has for you up first is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a card of travel, of exploration. I always think of it as a Sagittarius card. So it's interesting, Pisces, with this new moon in Sagittarius, that you got the Three of Wands. But it's a card of travel and exploration and taking chances and even doing things like maybe even starting a business or making investments and things of that nature. Now, the Three of Wands doesn't indicate whether or not those investments truly pay off or how great that travel was, but the Three of Wands is a card of optimism. It is a card of taking chances, of, taking risk, calculated risk, and then, welcoming the odds of having a good return on those investments, or at least enjoying the journey of starting that business and learning how to invest. And something about it feels very much like learning how to do something too. I don't hear that a lot when people talk about the Three of Wands, but it does make me feel like learning how to start that business or learning some new endeavor, right? You see in this particular deck, the Three of Wands, she is standing there with her surfboard. Like, part of me feels like she knows how to surf, and part of me kind of feels like, oh, maybe she's like looking at the water like, okay, I think I'm gonna try. I've taken the lessons and I'm about to jump out there. And so, the Three of Wands is about taking those risks and also standing and watching your returns come back to you. And so the Three of Wands is definitely a card of optimism. On its lower end, it could represent that you've been dreaming too small, taking too small of a risk, or it could represent delays and setbacks of some sort. But dear Pisces, this new moon is offering you the chance to take chances, to take risks, to stretch forth spread your wings and try to fly, and see and really and have fun with that. And so the plant medicine that has come for you, dear Pisces, is the passion flower. I love the passion flower. I've actually had some passion flower tea. It's something that is really useful, like kind of like winding down and alleviating stress even. It's a good tea or a good herb to mix with other plant medicines such as peppermint and things of that nature as a nice tea. But definitely check with your healthcare professional to see if passion flower is something that is good for you. But passion flower is, if you see on the card, it says surrender. And it can represent a time of making sacrifices and choosing to grow and choosing to let go of certain things that are no longer beneficial to you. In its lower energy, it could represent a time of misguided intentions or even deception, or unexpected stops and delays. And I think I just mentioned delays with the Three of Wands. But again, these two cards together, Passion Flower and the Three of Wands, I really feel that are really coming to you so that you can gain heighten your own discernment as to, what actions are most aligned to your spiritual path, what things are really calling to you to explore and to grow and to expand in. Again, this new moon in Sagittarius is calling all of us to stretch forth and allow ourselves to grow in our understanding and to grow in our experiences and our life experiences. And the only way to do that, like this passion flower says, is through surrender. Like if you think you know it all, or if you think that you've tried it all, or if you're too scared to try, then you won't allow yourself, you won't even avail yourself to new opportunities, because if you need a certain outcome all the time and you're afraid that you won't get that outcome, then you won't live life, you know. And so it's not telling you to take any risk that you feel totally uncomfortable with, but it is saying, you know, this could be a time to kind of surrender to the ways in which you've been talking about how you want to grow and expand, you know, to trust that if you surrender that you will get the return on that investment, or you just might see the kind of success that you want, or just might have the kind of life that you want, or maybe that travel around the world will be fun. It won't be, you know, something to be afraid of, right? And you'll look back on it and say, wow, I'm so glad that I took myself up on that opportunity. And so, you know, so also with Passion Flower, again, you are being asked to look at to take time out to tune in and to pray or to meditate and ask for clarity if there is a particular direction that is worth your time and energy. Because again, right now we are also in a Mercury retrograde and a Mars retrograde. So there is some kind of slower, stagnant energy that we're all kind of processing through right now, dear Pisces. And that's okay. Just to use this time to say, hey, these are the kind of chances I want to take. These are the kind of risks I might want to take. This is how I think I might want to explore and expand and grow. You know, let me just tune in and see if this is, you know, if this is a go, right? And if it's a go, then surrender and allow, you know, and have fun with it. And so the card that has come up for you as a potential challenge is the card Nurture. And so the card you see on there, it says the waters run deep, and the shadow element of this card is pouring too much into the cup and needs of others without having your cup replenished in return. This card Nurture is telling you that you may be giving more to others while neglecting yourself, and that is not a noble thing. That is not an act of love, right? To deplete yourself and to neglect yourself for others. And so this need to be, quote, good to the detriment of yourself is detrimental. And so this card is calling you to set up more healthier boundaries. And to be okay with the people who are okay with your healthy boundaries, and be okay with those who are not and choose to walk away. Right. And so overall, this new moon is asking, you know, if there are certain moves that are good for you, or if there are certain moves that are only beneficial to others, like really tune in and see what is best and good for you, dear Pisces, and then allow yourself the pleasure to take risk and to bet on yourself, right, during this time, and to have fun with that. So that is it for you, dear Pisces, with this new moon that we are having in Sagittarius. I think this is a really good time for you to have more faith in yourself, and to allow yourself to progress and to move forward, and to surrender to that, rather than to surrendering to the notion that you have to deplete yourself and pour yourself out and do all of these things to try to be the one who is worthy and good enough to have what you desire in life. And so, dear Pisces, what I have for you is my Golden Power Anointing Oil. This anointing oil is handmade by me to help to boost confidence, your natural radiance, to make you a magnet to all of the good things that you desire in your life. And you can learn more about what this very potent anointing oil does. It's not a perfume. It is an anointing oil, this potent elixir. And so make sure you go to my website to learn more about it, because I make this in very, very small batches. And this is the last batch that I have available during this year, 2024. And so you can get your own very beautiful bottle of this Golden Power Anointing Oil, filled with natural oils and resins and garnet gemstones to help to magnetize this energy, to help charge it up. You can receive it at 20% off with the code Friday is Black at checkout for a very limited time. And again, it's made in very small batches, so it may not be around for long. And you can use that code Friday is Black on anything in my site to receive 20% off at this time. All right, dear Pisces, that is your new moon reading. Peace and love.